let's watch together as we see Typhoon Krathon make landfall here and then disintegrate over the mountains of Taiwan. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's talk about this storm system after it made landfall, the first typhoon in the southwest coast since the late 1980s. And this storm already bringing damaging winds, flooding rains, water rescues have been taking place here, and I've seen reports of several deaths at this time. Several near the center of circulation, but also 9 due to a fire in Taipei as those bands wrapped around off towards the north. So a wide-reaching impact with this storm system. And as I mentioned, the last few days, I said some of the higher winds could be away from the center. You can see these bands well off towards the north, impacting northeastern areas of Taiwan, including some gusty conditions around Taipei. But of course, that core, that center of circulation where this came on shore, that's where, when we talk about 155 kilometer per hour winds, we talk about damaging conditions, it's that inner eye wall. But look at the rain totals probably going to be adding up here along the east coast. I mean, radar shows you one thing, but especially here in southeastern Taiwan, rain totals just today up in over 582 millimeters. Just an incredible amount of precipitation still taking place here. So yeah, at least the storm, the mountains, they act as that kind of funnel to squeeze out a lot of this moisture, but at the same time it does disintegrate the storm and causes it to dramatically weaken. And even this is going to be tracking far inland. It's actually going to kind of bounce off the mountains, taper off here south of Taiwan as a weak tropical storm, and just absolutely fall apart as we go ahead into the weekend. You can even see that here if we just zoom in on our moisture and precipitation falling apart here through our day on Friday over towards Saturday. And then eventually, yeah, I mean, some showers are going to work their way off towards Shanghai, but just in general, dry air is going to be spilling in behind this. With that said, it still has to squeeze the rest of that moisture out, and there still could be some areas with an additional 200 to 300 millimeters total precipitation after this weekend's here. But for today, it's still going to be windy across a good portion of the island, especially here on the west coast. And then really even Saturday, you're still going to have some funneling coming in out towards the Taipei area. Hey, I also want to show on the broader picture of things, we are continuing to watch another area back here towards the east. Talk about that in just a second, but just around Guam and Saipan, they could be looking at a new storm system developing. Anyways, for Taipei though, Friday still got some showers, but things do taper off Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday actually could be some sunnier skies, so something to look forward to. All right, let's take a look actually at the broader model guidances here. Okay, so what we're going to see is the ECMWF versus the GFS. Time is just off there to the top of your screen. And let's go ahead through Thursday, heading into Friday into Saturday. We're even over towards, well, let's go Sunday into Monday. So it's be about Sunday in Guam. And yeah, some guidance showing a possible tropical depression or maybe a low-end tropical storm. As we know, the convection in this area could flare up quickly, and yeah, some of these islands could be looking at tropical storm strength conditions. It's one of those things where at this point, I mean, this is still well out here. Let's pull back this picture if it loads for me. Go figure. We still have the convection rate in here just towards the south and east of Guam. It kind of is getting that little comma amoeba type shape here to it, which, you know, if this does continue to wrap up a little bit tighter, that's where you're going to see that increase in overall circulation. But right there, you can kind of see it. If you know what you're looking for, see the little low-level clouds right there, upper level convection. And of course, look at the overall flow. Where is that going to go? Out here towards the Mariana Islands. So next few days, this is going to be where our topic is switching to as far as our next tropical system. But if you are out here in Taiwan, you're impacted by the storm, I would like to hear some of your reports, some of your photos, and share your story as this comes on shore. And let me know if our updates helped at all. I really appreciate that feedback. All right, thanks for watching, and of course, stay safe out there. Do you hate doing your taxes? Do you struggle figuring out what the law is and money management overseas?
I wish there was an easier way.
Well, FrontRunnerFinancial.com is your choice if this falls into your category. They're an international-based group of American accountants. They're based in Manila, and they're qualified to give you the best information where you are for those international finances. I wish I had these guys when I lived in Tokyo. Each year, it was a struggle. Where I needed to put money, what I needed to do. FrontRunnerFinancial.com. Be sure to check them out and let them know we sent them your way.